didn't even get to bronze.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Redneck89 coming at you with another Mutt Draft Champions, or just Draft Champions, I guess it's not Mutt. But today we're going to do our head-to-head draft. If you didn't know, I lost my footage from my other draft. I got the draft in, I think, one game in. And then I lost the footage, so I had to do a new one. And, of course, we're going to start out. We get John Fox, Andy Reid, or the coach of the New Orleans Saints. It's a hard one. I wanted to run not a 3-4 defense, and the only thing was a 3-4, so I just took Andy Reid because I'm a Chiefs fan, and I like their offensive playbook. Coming in first choice, we get Fletcher Cox, Clay Matthews, and Jarius Byrd. So somebody on the defense, we get somebody good on the defense. I was looking at this Jarius Byrd because I got Chris Conte back there, and then I started looking at this Clay Matthews. I didn't really want Fletcher Cox, so I ended up taking Clay Matthews, the big, powerful linebacker from the Packers. So in this, no leads in this round. We get Joe Staley, Jason Hatcher, and Vernon Davis. I ended up taking Joe Staley because I'm like, well, we'll see what I get later. And no, lo and behold, I get two elite offensive linemen, and I just take Mike Pouncey, the 85 overall center. And then here, left in Justin Tuck, Alshon Jeffries, and Stephen Tulloch. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, I need a deep threat, so I take Alshon Jeffries. Next round, Tommy Kelly, right end, Jarvis Landry, wide receiver, and Arthur Moats. I end up taking Moats. Let's give my middle linebacker a little help. Next, I get Tannehill, Sherman, and Stevie Johnson. This isn't really a big choice here. I take Stevie Johnson. Next round, we get Kendricks, Ninkovich, and Landry. I'm looking at Ninkovich and Kendricks. I do have to run that 3-4, so another middle linebacker would help, but I end up taking DeJuan Landry because I figured strong safety will help. And in the next round, I get Anton Bethea, Jason McCourty, and whoever the other guy was, and I ended up taking McCourty because I just took Landry. And here we go. This is what I wanted. I got Big Ben, AP, and Josh Sitton. I end up taking Sitton. That's nuts. Why would I take Sitton? It's because in the next round, I get Wilson and Forte and Macklin. I'm looking at Macklin. I'm like, oh, I should take him. I end up taking quarterback Russell Wilson. So I got a line that can hold for Russell, and I have a wide receiving threat in Sean Jeffrey. In this next one, I get Jimmy Smith, Jamie Collins, or Mario Williams. Now, I'm looking at Jimmy Smith, and I'm like, ooh, I should take Jimmy Smith. He's tall. He's a cornerback. Who am I going to take? So I spent a lot of time on this decision. I mean, I could have took Jimmy Smith because I need another cornerback. Mario Williams, because I haven't had anybody for the line. Or I could take Jamie Collins and move Arthur Moats over to the right outside linebacker. Now I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, man, who should I take here? I don't know. I end up taking Jimmy Smith. You can never go wrong with more cornerbacks in this game. So that's who I take. Next we get DeCastro, Johnson, and Marks, and I end up taking David DeCastro because if you look at my line, I got Staley, Sitton, Pouncey, and I put in DeCastro. I only need a right tackle, and my line is set. That's a pretty good line. I don't have any running back yet, but who cares? So I get Mike Williams, Barry Church, and Tyler Eifert. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, man, I don't really want to take Church or them, so I end up taking Tyler Eifert. I get the Honey Badger next round, or Parrish Cox, or Brandon Marshall. So this is a defensive round. I got to take defensive player anyway. I look at Parrish Cox high. It's not really. So I end up taking free safety, the Honey Badger, Tyrone Matthew. I might as well. That shores up. And in my legend round, I don't get any running backs. I was hoping I was going to maybe get LT. I was going to get TD. I was hoping I should have took AP that one round or Forte the other, and then picked up the quarterback. But oh well. So I'm looking here, and I'm like, I either get a left end, a right end, or a tight end. Well, I got Tyler Eifert. I really don't want a tight end, do I? I got Bruce Smith, and I'm like, well, I've played with Bruce Smith before. Bruce Smith is not the best in the world. So I end up taking Jason Smith on this one. And that's the lineup, guys. Look for content. I'm Redneck89, and I'm out of here. Peace.